And this is where the NDTV has been camping as well. But the big question really is that what will be the governance future of Nepal? Who will play a significant role? Will it be Balendra Shah, who is the mayor of Kathmandu and has been a rapper as well? He is somebody who maintains a low profile, does not come out very much in media, but has been distributing water and appealing for calm all across the protest here in Kathmandu. So a lot of significant dramatic visuals yesterday of the burning of the Nepal Parliament, the Supreme Court, Prime Minister's residence, and also other buildings of the media as well as hotels. But today, as of now, it's morning still, but there is a semblance of calm. We could see army trying to maintain control of the situation, some calm being imposed here, and thereafter the beginning of a dialogue so that there's a transition of power in democracy and perhaps a council of ministers that advises the bureaucracy and the diplomats on the way forward here in Nepal.
Right, Aditya, thank you so much for getting us all the very latest. Of course, Aditya, breaking it down for us. And of course, thank you so much, sir, for speaking with us here as well. We have, in fact, Shalek Subedi, the senior journalist, joining us also from Kathmandu, taking us through the situation on the ground, but also to get you a sense of calm that seems to be returning, normalcy that seems to be inching back while talks are continuing with the army and the protesters. But we'll get you details of what's transpired in the last 24 hours.
रक्षा गर्ने जति सबै सुकिया छन् नेता जति सबै चोर देश लुटिका छन् आमाको साडीमा कटु सोची मुतिरा छन् खाने बेला एक गर्ने बेला फुटिरा छन्
Rapper, engineer, mayor. And now the name Nepal's Gen Z is hailing as their next prime minister. Balendra Balin Shah has gone from Kathmandu's underground hip-hop scene to the highest echelons of Nepal's politics. His lyrics once targeted corruption and inequality. Today, those same themes are at the center of his political rise. In 2022, Shah stormed into politics as an independent candidate, defying party machines and entrenched dynasties. He won the Kathmandu mayoral election by a stunning margin and became the city's first independent mayor in decades. Since then, Balin has earned a reputation for bold, practical reforms. From tackling Kathmandu's garbage crisis to improving public schools and cracking down on illegal structures, his tenure has been marked by an uncompromising stand against corruption. And as youth-led protests forced the resignation of Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli, Balin's voice grew louder. He called the movement spontaneous and led by Gen Z, urging restraint while defending young voices from political exploitation. His measured response, combined with his clean image, has made him a social media phenomenon and a rallying point for a restless generation. Online hashtags hail him as Balin Dai, the leader Nepal's youth want next. His appeal now reaches far beyond Nepal. Time magazine recently listed him among the world's emerging global leaders, praising his fresh and youth-driven politics. But the backdrop remains turbulent. With 19 dead and more than 400 injured in just 2 days of unrest, the Oli government has fallen. The system stands shaken, and Nepal is once again at a political crossroads. For many young Nepalis, Balin Shah is not just a leader, he represents accountability, empowerment and change. A symbol of what this generation demands and what the old guard failed to deliver. With Malvika Murli, Bureau Report, NDTV.
Well, also amid the unrest as far as Nepal is concerned is the